Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be playing some more Apex Legends, and today I'll be showing you guys how you can get better aim. This is not a sensitivity video, but I will be recommending some things to better improve your aim. Now, before we get into the video, I need to tell you guys one little thing that is really useful to help with aiming, okay? Well, this is part of the video, but you want to go to ALC, and what you want to do is you want to go to Power Optic Settings. I have mine off right now, but I'd highly recommend use 1.4x, like 1.4 speed, because it's like much easier to control recoil, I'd say. And if you use like a low aim sense, it's better to like how to say it. It is better to in fact like make short decisions, because normally I feel if I'm using my low sensitivity, it's kind of hard to like let's say if there's someone, I'm shooting at one guy, he jumps away, his teammate comes up to my right, it's gonna take me a bit to aim to my right and then start shooting at him and being able to control that recoil, okay? And note that you will also be crouch spamming a lot, so yeah, I'll probably have lost that gunfight. Now, the main way I'm gonna be practicing, or I'd recommend you guys practice, is actually going onto control and really just messing around with guns with the presets that you find. Like, I'm pretty sure I struggle right now with the alternator, believe it or not, and the R9. So I would go like a loadout with an R9 if there is one, which I don't think there is. And all you have to do is you have to find like the gun you want to practice with a lot. Anyways, I'll be right back while we load in. When we load in, I'll be right back. And now we're in. Oh, I'm in game chat. I didn't even realize. I am so sorry, guys. I didn't even realize we were in game chat. So yeah, I want to use Bloodhound. As we all know, I'm a Bloodhound main, a pretty bad one at that. So we'll be using Bloodhound, and we'll check out the loadouts. I don't know if they rotate. I think it's just the same throughout, but this is also like a good strategy to improve your aim. Playing control is like a really good strategy because it can improve your tracking, it can improve your aim overall, and basically how you use guns. It can also help you find your perfect sense. Now, yeah, it doesn't rotate. Well, anyway, yeah, here we go. We have our assault class, the close quarters, heavy, and marksman. I personally kind of struggle with the R301, so I'm gonna be using that for a bit. And yeah. Now, friends, let's get right into it. Now, note, when you are playing control, it could be a bit laggy, so keep that in mind, friends. It's just with the amount of players in, and they don't have like nearly the same, what's it called, ping. So yeah. So I'd highly recommend that you do capture a point trader, because it will upgrade your gun. And yeah. But realistically speaking, I would stay on blue, because most of the time you will be using like a blue, so thing, what's called, yeah. As you can see, guys, I'm not great with controlling recoil at all, even on like one of the easiest guns, so. Yeah. Now, okay. Let's spawn in here. And we'll continue practicing. Like, it is hard, especially for me, because I'm not the quickest learner. And yeah, just keep on rinsing and repeating this until eventually you get better aim, and you kind of learn how to movement. I'm not the greatest movement player, once again. I'm not the greatest aimer. but this is what I will probably be using for a while, because realistically speaking, if you do want to control a recoil, you can go into firing range, but like, how are you going to improve your tracking? Maybe the targets, yes, but realistically speaking, once again, you won't be really going against targets in a game. You'll be going against like actual players, won't you? So yeah. Now you see that lag is kind of detrimental here. So yeah. Now we'll go to Zone B again. Now, I'm so sorry for the intense ping. I don't know why it's so pingy, like, laggy. Let me actually get, Sorry. I need to see where it is. On. Okay, we have 60 FPS. Ping is like 70 for some reason. I don't know why it's so high. Well, yeah, this is what you'll be experiencing a lot if you are going to be playing Control, which is one of the downsides, really. You see how slow that is as well? It's so stupid. It's like slow motion, oh my goodness. So yeah, this is really like a downside to playing this. I don't know why it's like 73 ping. Look, you see this is stupid. I don't understand why it's so high. Like, I normally get 22 with that, but it's so damn high. This also help you like when you should be able to like not aim down sights, like hip fire. So this does actually help a lot, and I highly recommend once again that you do this. I actually killed somehow. Was he just that low? Now, this will also help you to like know when to like pre-shoot, really, I'd say. It's a really cool LTM, I'd say.
Thank you, Walter. I suppose.
Oh, frick. It kind of gets stupid after a bit about how laggy it is, but eventually you can get used to it, so. Yeah, it's kind of stupid how laggy it is, but yeah. Oh wait, let me make sure I actually have that for optics. I do have it on. So yeah, it is kind of stupid, once again, how laggy it is. We have to deal with it, but yeah.
Up in the chimney.
Attack this cell for the old father.
Already on my mark. Firing for effect.
Scan the area.
Also, get a shotgun from some of these dead bodies, because, you know, once again, it is practice with a shotgun.
They got us on.
And shotguns can be very clutch in multiple situations.
We got the zone. Hold back.
Zone A captured.
Our team captured the zone. Marking our surroundings. Oh, Father, give me sight.
Attention. A capture bonus event will end shortly. Zone C has been neutralized.
Ah.
How are we supposed to test our equipment?
Now, improving your aim of this might take a while, but slowly but surely it does work, so that's why we're all here, to improve our aim. Definitely me, of course. I'm absolute doo-doo at trying to control my aim, but the only downside to this is the fact how people actually rush recklessly. Well, whereas in a game they probably wouldn't rush that recklessly, so you gotta make sure, like, you do practice your aim and then maybe go into some actual matches. I'll go into an actual match right after this, guys, so just to show you the fruits of our training, if you could call it that. So yeah.
Serving him a knuckle sandwich. I need shield.
Scanning the area.
We're in the chimney. Off the right. On the
Healing.
flanks.
I'll walk it off.
All Father blesses us.
Now you can practice your recoil as much as you want here, because you do have like lots of ammo. Ah. Now you can guys just see how much I messed up there. Sorry, you'll have to watch this. Hey, Barracuda. Yeah. Now I'm absolute rubbish, so I'll probably just practice here a bit. So that's with a blue barrel stabilizer. So I know that I need to pull down a bit to like there. So that improves a lot. But if we do this,
Double timing it.
let's try like that. Yes, okay. Our aim is getting a bit better. Control, recoil control, kinda. Can see that. But it can get much better.
Spotted. Double timing it.
Scanning the area.
Zone just got neutral. Pop explosive. Off the right. Spotted. Throwing arc star.
Remember, supply drop weapons do have limited ammo. It's not unlimited with supply drop weapons. some reason the Stigi throw isn't working, which is kind of weird. So yeah, that's the only downside once again to this. Like, the splash of weapons can glitch out, the Digi threat, for example, wouldn't work.
Has been neutralized.
Now, I think we've lost this one actually, so.
All right, zone's ours. You're about to win. We got time to kill.
One of the things I struggle with is actually hitting the moving targets. So.
Hop in the chimney. Make it move. Hear that? We neutralized the bomb.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now guys, after we finish this, I'll show you one more thing to practice your aim with, and then we'll go right into another, well, we'll go into an actual game, and yeah. Rip.
Wiem, skąd ja neutralized zone.
We're back. I think we've lost this one sadly, so yeah. So that we go on a game over. This is also an okay way to, as well as practicing your aim, also getting that XP, but arenas is much faster, which is actually, on the facts, on the topic of arenas, that's the next way I will be showing you guys how to get some easy, like, not easy XP, but a good way to practice aim. So, let's get into an arenas now. Yeah, we just gotta find it, and there we go, into arenas now. Now, the main thing you want to do, and what I very much enjoy doing, is not using any guns that are, like, easily controllable recoil, like the alternator. I like to use something like the R9, so I can easily practice with this gun. It's a very good gun, very good all-rounder, and I think if I practice with this, it kind of improve my overall aim once again, because with the R9, well, not technically speaking, but you do have to hit most of your shots to secure a kill, otherwise you're screwed if you just have an R9, so that's really important in the early game, so yeah. And I'm back. Now let's get our Bloodhound out, because I'm not a great Bloodhound main, but I still main Bloodhound. And my friends, we're nearly level 100, so let's get a Bloodhound and let's go in.
You can't hide from mistakes.
Another day, another road.
Now we'll just go with the R9 and that, and probably just the Mozam.
Combat.
And what the heck?
Vyslatra.
As you can see, I am kind of good with the R9, but not the greatest, we can both agree. But controlling a gun with high recoil is good. I myself, well, I practice with the R9 a lot, so my recoil's okay, but the only thing that's not okay is the fact I can't control R301, which is the easiest gun to probably control in the game, and yeah, it's not that good.
Marking our surroundings.
That's some materials, amigos. Someone's out there.
Target.
They're far. Care package. Eat.
Might be something good this way. Cancel that.
Let's go over here.
Hostile spotted.
I'm dead, sadly. Alternator strikes again. Now, the alternator is probably the best gun right now. So I'd highly recommend you use it if you like it. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the flatline actually, because flatline is pretty hard to control the recoil, but it's really like rewarding if you can control the recoil and you can land your shots. So let's use flatline and see how it goes.
The victory I will be grateful for.
Round 2. Kill your marks.
Faster, faster, faster! Yo, got us some materials.
Scanning the area. Reloading.
That's an R301.
Crack the bad news shield. Reloading.
But alarm.
I'm not good at all.
Favor from the gods.
Oh. Okay, let's see how this guy plays out. And it's not going well because that Wraith is so sweaty. Jeez Louise. I think I'll look at the R301. I personally dislike the 3x HCOG, so yeah. Actually, in fact, I won't even use the R301. I'm gonna use an R9. Yes. Well, let's not just use any attachments on that. Let's just go like that. This is probably a mistake, but this can help and will help with my aim because I have low ammo and stuff like that. But I'm not the greatest at the game, as we can both agree. Or as we can all agree, rather. I think I can get better by doing this, even.
Marking our surroundings. I bathe in the blood.
Check out that care package. Yo, pressing enemy here. Down that one. Reloading.
Recharging my shields.
Faster, faster, faster. Crack the bad news here. Downed another one.
Reloading.
Reloading, two por one special.
Now, I'm not good at all, but once again, practice makes better. Like, you need to practice to get better. Now, I'm gonna use R9 and let's see, R31. Let's get some stuff and we're ready. Now, I normally can get wins with upgraded stuff, but right now I'm just focusing on just better aim. I'm probably just showing you guys how you can better improve your aim. Another really good strategy to improve it is actually called like tap strafing, I think it's called. But anyway, basically what you do is you aim and you just go like that. You like spam left and right like this, and it'll help a lot with the horizontal recoil.
Never mind.
Bless me with sight.
Must go faster.
Hostile close.
Yo, we should definitely check out that care package. Down that one. Yo, grab an enemy. Reloading.
I downed the hostile.
Reloading.
Reloading. A victory I will be grateful for. Taking fire. Taking a moment to recharge my shields. Marking our surroundings.
I think there's one behind us actually. Oh no! They just started to storm, okay. Very pro. Now using this will, I think, improve your recoil control. You can use R301. Now, once again, doing that will really, like, almost literally take away all that horizontal recoil. So, when possible, just do that. I only do it from afar, really, with the R301, but sometimes it doesn't go well to plan. Remember, if you are close quarters, you want to crouch spam, don't worry about that strafing, but if you're close quarters, you want to go, like, you want to be moving and tracking the target at the same time. As well as you want to be controlling the recoil, so make sure to learn the recoil patterns. I'll be showing you guys the R9 recoil and the R301 recoil in a bit, so...
Grab the bad news here. Reloading.
Scan the area.
Faster, faster, faster.
I bathe in the blood.
Down one.
Care package on high. Down the hostile on Scotty.
Always finish.
Reloading. Recharging my shields.
They're shooting at me. I'm down. Heads up, we're not alone.
Wow, okay. Wraith mains are really hard to go against. Jesus. Like, guys, I'm sorry I am eating, but... it is what it is.
They are close to victory.
Like, guys, if we are having trouble doing this, which you can guys see I am, You can upgrade your weapons a bit, but I'm not going to. So yeah, I think after this, before we go into match, I will actually show you recoil patterns in the firing range. Sorry, my brain shut down. But what you want to also be doing is mainly pulling down on the bit to the left. That will like, that's for some reason a sweet spot, and I don't know why. So yeah.
Hostile over there.
Remember, you want to be sliding in, like you want to slide in and jump, and then like aim like that. Well, I don't know. I don't really do it much because, well, I'm not the greatest at it. But you want to be utilizing that as much as possible. So yeah.
Care package. Could turn the tide for you. Could turn the tide for them.
Just use it in general. It's also good for getting around.
Favor from the gods.
Wow. Got lasered by that R301. Ah.
We have a winner. But this is just the beginning.
Well, that's how that went. Yeah. That Wraith main is sweaty. Okay. Well, let's exit. And I'll be showing you guys the recoil patterns. And kind of like, well, yeah. But one last thing. Okay, you guys need to do a warm-up routine. Sorry if this is kind of repetitive of the video, but once again, it is what it is. And yeah, let's continue. Now let's get some of that light ammo, and let's get a light weapon. Because we all know, I mainly use light weapons, light ammo weapons, whatever they're called. So, oh yeah, forgot, we need to get backpacks, stuff like that. Now here's what you want to do. You want to grab as much ammo as humanly possible. You get your R9, R301, with no attachments, I'd say. But with the R301, because, you know, it's an AR, you want to use a 2x scope. Now, using different scopes does actually affect the recoil. So if we go get a scope and we shoot here, what you have to do is it's like a question mark, you know. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to pull down on the left and make sure we can make that really small. So as you can see, it's kind of good there. Now it kind of does get a bit confusing. There's like a spiral. So yeah, and there we go. Now, what you can also use is the little thing like this. And that will kind of make it into a little line thing. Once again. There we go. Now this does kind of change the spread once again of the gun by strafing. And sometimes this can be kind of annoying. But what you will be doing is you'll like be tracking the enemy. So now onto the R9 recoil. This is probably one of the most used guns. It is just kind of like a snake if you look at it. It's like twirling up like that. So all you want to do, just hold button left, and that's it. That's all you do. Just bottom like down like this, but a bit to the left, okay? That's where you want to hold, like that. Now I'm not great at controlling the recoil, but it is what it is once again. There we go, and that's a pretty good spread right there. Let's continue doing it. Another good one right there. And just keep on doing that until you feel pretty much comfortable with the gun. Now, having more magazine capacity actually also will affect the recoil. So let's actually quickly do this. A good spread there. And decent one. That's with strafing, by the way. But with most guns, you wouldn't really need to be strafing a lot. Except when you're looking at me. So at the wall, looking at the wall, it doesn't look that great. I don't have the greatest aim once again. It doesn't look like great, but as soon as you use strafing against enemy, you'll kind of see a massive difference. No matter how small it is, let's say, hey, I have the worst recoil control, yeah? Let's pull down minimal, and let's also strafe. Like, you're still going to be hitting your shots because of the aim assist, but if you don't even hold down, it's okay, because if you aim at the chest, you're good. At close range, though. And yeah, doesn't really matter if you hold on. I'm not even moving my joystick. I'm going to be aiming with the left stick, and I'm still going to kill that dummy. Even though they're standing still, well, yeah. Another thing is, another useful thing, is if you're aiming at them, and let's say, hey, I'm just missing my shots to them, yeah? Like, I'm just shooting beside them. Most people will probably utilize this, but you want to move, instead of like shooting with like this, and like absolutely lasering them, you can also use your left joystick and then control the recoil. Now, another good strategy with this is using your left joystick to strafe and to track. This is really useful, so let's say this. There we go. You just want to keep on rinsing and repeating until you feel comfortable. I'm going to be aiming at his head from a bit away. Now, as we all know, not the greatest aim from me, but you wouldn't probably kill them in one clip. By the way, this is without any clips, so, yeah. Now, let's get a clip on this bad boy. Let's say a blue clip. And let's keep on aiming, you know. With that, that's a definite one clip. But, one last thing. Once again, using different clip does affect the recoil pattern. So, if we go from here and we shoot, you got your iconic question mark, but except now, it's kind of like that. Also, the reason that is because we're also using a 2x. But, if you just hold down to the left, and maybe do a little bit of strafing, it should be all gone. Like, I don't have the greatest aim, but that is a pretty good spread right there. And you just want to keep on doing this until you get used to it. Now, sometimes it will go down to the bottom left for some reason. I have no clue why. But, once again, it is what it is. We have that good spread. There we go. Another good spread. And then, just do this. And voila, we've kind of mastered the recoil. Now, the final challenge, everyone, is, in fact, getting a friend and kind of 1v1ing them. Now, if you're me, just ask a viewer to join. Like, if they want to join, go ahead, ask them. But what I also like to do is making the dummies alive, and then, you know, I'll actually show you guys how to do that in a minute. So now, once again, with the purple mag, we'll do it. The recoil pattern will kind of be changed. See, now it's more like kind of a question mark. You see it kind of loops around that circle. So once again, you just pull on the bottom left, and let's say when you see your scope moving, you want to pull in the opposite direction your scope is going. So let's say after like we get to 10, it will start going like to the right. So we'll start pulling on the right a bit. Now, there we go, we got a complete, well, not completely straight line, but a very good line right there. Now, that's a horrible one there. I don't like that one. We don't talk about that. Anyway, got another good spread. Now, your muscle memory will get used to this after a bit, after you just keep on just trying this out. So you'll just know when to do it automatically, and you won't have to be looking at the numbers like I am right now, on the right. So, yeah, that is, oh, we got literally like a circle there, so let's aim a bit to the right, and there we go. I think that's enough. Now, one last thing, just to prove that actually doing this does in fact help when you're strafing. It might not look like a lot when you're first person, well, to me, it does not look like enough, but if you go up here, you can do a little third person Easter egg, and you kind of get to see how it's different, okay? Now, actually, in third person, it's much easier to aim for some reason, in my opinion. You don't really have the little crosshair, and you don't actually have much recoil. So, let's get up here. Boop. And what you want to do is you want to look down at the bush right here. You're going to drop all of your weapons. Yes, this kind of still counteractive. And then you want to change to a different legend. I'm, for one, going to use Mirage, and that did not work. You have to go right in the corner here. And now you change your legend. There we go, now it's done. We've done the little Easter egg. And here we are, we're in third person now. You see, when we're strafing, you kind of see that, like, it does change how it works. Now, once again, sliding and then jumping also will help in combat. One, because you get a little extra boost of speed, and two, you can, like, go into enemies and go, like, just shoot at them, you know? Like that. Voila. Now let's drop our magazine and let's get our R301 out. Let's get a 2x scope. And let's get a bunch more ammo. And now I'll show you why the heck it is easier to do this than rather standing still. So when you're standing still, like that dummy there, it will be pretty hard to, well, it will be pretty hard to evade bullets. But let's say if I am side strafing, it will kind of be like different, you know? And let's incorporate crouch spamming, and voila! You're basically unhittable. Just like that. Really simple looking. And especially, I'll actually quickly show you guys how crazy this is. If you go to a wall, let's say a funny wall right here, and you just aim. Watch this, watch this. Practically no recoil. And it's much easier to shoot like this. Now let's get our online. Oh, that sniper there. Let's get our not the R301, an R9, and let's get a magazine in here. And now I think I will actually show you guys one last thing. So, as well as doing that, you can easily hit your shots. You can nullify the horizontal recoil. And there's one last thing. Let's change our legend. Oh wait, did I change to Blood Thunder? Yes, it did. Now we're back in first person. What you want to do is, as well as teabagging, well, kind of teabagging. Wait. Sorry, I just forgot my own thing. But anyway, yeah, you just want to get used to this, and a good way to, in fact, aiming is the dummy Easter egg. I will actually trigger it right now. For this, you do need a Pathfinder, but it's really simple. Do not worry. The only downside is actually having to drop all your guns, so keep that in mind. Now let's get all of our stuff inside our inventory. And now, my friends, we have to switch to Pathfinder. That's Lifeline? What am I doing? Pathfinder. There he is, the man of the hour. Now what you want to do is you want to get up into this little cheese grate looking thing. You drop all your weapons like last time. You want to look straight down like here. Well, pressed against the wall. And there we go. Now it's triggered. That little like click noise, like mechanical noise, shows that it's been triggered. Now, you want to put these all away. And yeah, now the dummies are alive. Revenge of the dummies. They will be moving around. Kind of creepy. But you want to get your main gun out. So R301. And you just want to practice on these bad boys. Now, let's get our thing back like this. Now, it kind of helps, it kind of doesn't, depends how you look at it. But pay-to-win sites are very, well, pay-to-win, as the name says. And if you have them, well, good luck to you, because they are very awesome sites. And now you can see, I'm absolute fart. Well, doo-doo. I'm shooting this guy, and he's running away. He's terrified. Oh no, he's trying to attack me with his PK. He's too dangerous to be left alive. Anyway, yeah, now you can kind of see how you have to incorporate it into an actual fight. This is kind of like a rough example of what a fight would look like, but realistically speaking, they wouldn't just sprint at you with a PK. Well, maybe they will if they're a race name, but they will not be like standing still, you know. Now, just to show you guys how, like, sprinting like that and then sliding does help. It does, but it's kind of hard to say, especially with me, because I am not the greatest at this once again. But there's always room for improvement. So let's sprint at that guy. I think what they do is they put away their weapons and then they slide at you. Watch this. And you get out your weapon, I go like... And mine's rubbish, so you want to finish him off the R9. Now this is kind of a 1v3, if you don't have any friends, so, yeah. Anyway. My aim is rubbish. what I like to do is a little bit of trolling. I like to go back really far away from spawning and then spread them. They will be moving, so you will have to kind of track them. As you all know, not good at it. So this is kind of like a mini test. But every now and then you will get better at shooting these guys. I remember holding down on the left stick, well, pulling down on the right stick, and a bit to the left is very useful. So, yeah, you want to do it very slightly. Very, very slightly. Yeah, you can kind of see how this is going. Oh no! Well, yeah, my aim's trash. I'm so sorry you have to watch this once again. Now, I like the 1x, 2x variable scope, because you can go like 1x and 2x, you know, close range, far range. So yeah. I'm pretty sure these enemies do utilize the Timefall 2 AI. So we are able to maybe get a one clip off. Kind of. They have insane aim, especially with the L-Star. So yep, there's that. Let's switch back to Bloodhounds. Full HP this time. Now actually we need to get some ammo, so this is kind of a dangerous thing. Now, after you feel like you've done enough with the R301, I will normally switch to the R9 and then see how it goes. So let's just kill this guy. The R301. Let's get this guy. It does get really hard after a bit though. As you can see right there. I'm sorry you guys have to watch this once again, I'm just so bad. This is why I need to practice. Let's get as much ammo as possible. As much ammo as humanly possible. I can't even one-clip them. Oh no! I'm just so bad. So yeah, let's also incorporate our little strafing tactic as soon as they spawn in. Because I've been just standing still and trying to control the recoil, which is probably what you won't be doing in a fight. So let's incorporate that, and as you can see, horizontal recoil is just non-existent now. Now let's deal with this guy. Now he is crouching, which is annoying to say in the least, but we can laser him. Now also, once again, you do need to make sure you are controlling your vertical recoil. So do keep that in mind. It's not all in the horizontal, especially when you utilize the strafe ability. Well, ability, but this little, like, tactic here. Now, my aim sucks completely. I am using PC aim assist, so I'm not a person who uses controller aim assist, but if you want to use controller aim assist, use you. No one's judging you. It is a, well, not only a PlayStation game, but it is cross-platform. People will be using that controller sense, that really gnarly kind of aimbot sense. So just keep that in mind when fighting. It's not all in the sensitivity, it's also in the aim. But it's also in the aim assist, so yeah, that's how that goes. Let's just do one more wave, and then we'll switch to the R9. You can also, you don't have to go like left and right, but you can also just do a wide strafe and like reduce some of the horizontal recoil. Now let's go back to the R9, and then I think we'll call it a day after this video. Now, R9 is not underutilized whatsoever, but what I like to do is I normally like to one-clip them. It's very easy on those white ones. But what you also might want to do is actually shoot them from afar. This might kind of seem counterintuitive as it is an SMG, but if you are able to control the recoil, you might as well start using it from afar. It is a laser beam completely to control the recoil. As you can see, I have better control with the R9 rather than the R301, which is kind of sad. R301 is such a great weapon, and I don't know how to control it. Bunk. I like finishing them off with a punch. It's kind of funny. Anyway, let's get our red armor, and let's now try the R301. Now, another thing, if you want to do, you can actually, once you get down to a certain point, you can stop shooting, then start shooting again. It'll kind of like restart the entire recoil cycle. So, yeah. There we go. Let's do some more R301 stuff, and then we'll end the stream. Now this man with the L-Star will snipe you. Okay, anyway, I think, guys, we're gonna leave it off there. Smash the like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below and see more of these types of videos, or if you like to see anything else particular. We have much now, so do check that in the description below, as well as we have a donation link. So yeah, make sure to check all of that stuff out, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Good night.